White to play.
Um, all right, checks. No. Any captures? No. So we're gonna make an attack. Is that fair, Rick?
That's fair.
Right. So let's make some attack. Oh, okay. Uh, Queen to D4.
Queen d4 is a very strong double attack. We have a loose piece and we have a checkmate.
Yeah, that's the first time I've saw that. Like a
Yeah,
loose piece with checkmating potential.
yeah,
I'm
very
proud of
powerful.
myself, mate. I'm proud of myself. I'll take that.
I have a question for you. There's another loose piece in black's camp, the bishop on
Yeah.
c6. So can we
Yes.
play queen f6 with the same? Okay, we don't win a rook. I agree that winning a rook is better than winning a bishop, but
Yeah.
does this also work for white?
Yes.
It doesn't. Have a look for a very nice defensive move from black, which
Uh,
solves both his problems in one go.
Knight to E6.
Yeah, one of these miracle moves, knight e6. And you're kicking yourself because you think, oh, I had such a nice double attack, but both threats are gone now suddenly. The knight is interposing and is covering the checkmating square, and suddenly we're material down, we're piece down. So queen
Wow.
d4 has to be played because then, yeah, you probably still need to play knight e6 to cover the checkmate, but then you just pick up the rook on a7
Hmm.
and you're
And then
exchange up.
can I ask?
Yeah,
Let's say I take the rook.
let's say you
So
what?
let's say I take the rook.
Yeah,
So if we can move queen, take rook.
yeah,
And let's say, I don't know, he moves his queen to this is just argument's sake. Let's say he moves his queen to D2.
yeah.
You know, if I move my queen to B8, oh yeah, I can take that. But if I'm just argument's sake, let's say that's not there. If I move my queen to B8,
It's
yeah.
it's it's black to play here.
Yeah, so let's say he plays anything. I
Queen takes
don't mind.
b2. Let's take the
Yeah.
pawn. Yeah,
So let's say I play queen to B8,
yeah.
and then he has to obviously put his knight on D8. And then let's say I take that. I take the knight. That's checkmate, isn't it? There.
Almost.
Yeah. And then I take the bishop as well.
Yeah,
That's checkmate, isn't he? Yeah.
it is. Yeah, exactly.
I just
So
wanted to see. I was just messing around there.
yeah, very good. So after queen takes a7, that is a big threat. So white is material up, but also he has a very big threat of checkmating in a few moves. So black has to create some space for his king and maybe play something like f6. Not something you want to do, make the king more vulnerable with the queen still on the board, but you have to create a square for your king to make sure you don't get checkmated.
Yeah.
But white is much better here with extra material and a weakened black king. And white's king is super happy. Well, super happy, I don't know. This is a strong bishop.
Yeah.
But white's king is safer than black's king.
Okay.
Yeah, well spotted. Both a double attack and a follow up. So well done.
All right.
White to play.
Okay. So straight away I can see the queen and queen. If there's okay, let's go for bishop to C4, please.
Bishop c4. Ouch. That's a painful one. Yeah,
Nice.
that is a skewer or a pin or both. And nothing that black can do about it. He has to give his queen for the bishop.
Yeah, so the last one I saw, okay. The fork and this one I saw pretty quick. So forks and pins and skewers I like because I'm okay at them.
Yeah, yeah, you're good at those.
I'm getting
Let's have a
better.
look at this position. White to play again.
Okay. The black king's very adventurous.
It is.
Okay, let's go. Knight to F6, please.
Knight f6.
Is that called a
And what?
royal fork?
Say again?
Is that called a royal fork?
Royal fork, yes. What does black play here?
Um, what does black play here? Black can. Right, so that's the check. So you can capture it. No. Can he interpose it? No. So can he move to... Is it checkmate?
Checkmate. It's a royal fork and checkmate. This is the king and queen of all knight moves.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the chess.com screen to come up and go whoosh, and then
Yeah,
come up with the sound.
exactly. But it's good to spot as well that it's checkmate. Yeah, you said it straight away. You put your finger on the sore spot straight away. That king is very adventurous. That king is in all sorts of trouble in a minefield, and knight of six is winning everything, but it's also just end of the game. Checkmate.
Nice.
Lovely. Okay. It's an opening position. White to play.
White's play. Okay. I'll be honest, I would have just castled here. Right, any check? No, no checks. I'm even looking at checkmate squares now. Okay. Queen to a4, please.
Queen a4. Double attack. Lose pieces. Drop off.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'll take these small victories as all my millions of fans around the world are watching. But you know this queen move diagonally to a4. It's something I've been looking at, and I spotted that pretty quick. I like that.
You did. And as usual, I have a question. Is queen d5 the same thing?
Queen d5,
Queen d5.
and
And I'm
then
claiming I have the same double attack, so I can play that as well as queen a4. It's the same thing, or is it not? Is it different?
so. Oh man. I'm gonna say, is it the same? So he can move. He's not. Is that protected? No. Is it the same? I'm gonna say no. I'm not.
Because
So I can see that can check, take. Yeah, I don't see a way out actually. I was just looking if the knight can move somewhere to check the king. No. Um, can the knight move to c3? Takes. I still lose a piece. So the answer is yes.
okay. Well, actually, the answer is no, because he has a miracle move. Look at this one. Saving one knight and also covering the other one. Suddenly, both knights are not. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to get too hard on myself. I realise I have to see these things before you learn them. So it's something new I've seen.
No, but your intuition was correct. Queen a4 does work because of the double attack. Because now knight c5 doesn't work because the knight on a5 will still be hanging.
Yes.
But there's a difference. It looks the same thing, queen d5, queen a4, but one is different. One wins a piece and the other one doesn't because of the knight c5 defense in that situation. So,
Yeah.
but you got it right. That's the main thing. But I always have a question, but that's only to make you a better chess player.
Thank you.
Okay. Black to play. Black to play here, and he has a tactic.
Right. Is there any checks? Queen takes h2, but knight recaptures. No checks.
No.
Black takes the bishop on g5. Knight recaptures. I'm getting good at this calculating stuff, aren't I?
You are.
No, no checks, no captures. Where there is, but it's all, you know, it's all swapping pieces. So right, so let's make an attack. Where can I move a piece to attack something? Is it removing the knight on F3?
How would you do that?
Bishop takes F3.
Yeah, and if I recapture with the queen,
I can't even see. Then I take the bishop on G5.
yeah. So it's a removing the defender, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
removing the defender of the bishop, and after bishop takes f3, black does not have time for bishop takes f6 because his queen is hanging.
Yes.
So white has to recapture, and then the piece is unprotected. It's removing the defender. We have one apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Matrix, Rick?
Yes.
You know the bit in the first Matrix when he says, "I need guns, lots of guns," and then they're in that white room, and then like loads of shelves of guns come. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
That's how I feel when you say when you put one of these up. That's how my mind works. Like I'm thinking, you know, look how many things I've been exposed to. Is it a pin? Is it a skewer? Is it removing the defender? King safety, Sherlock Castle, Long Castle, you know, Bobby Fischer, McTowell, Max and you know what I mean? Like that's how really. Oh yeah, double attack, fork. Oh yeah, but every piece can fork. Which fork is it? Double attack. Is it with the bishop? Is it with the? That's honestly how my mind's working. So you know, I don't know what make of that what you will.
But that's exactly how your mind should be working. Yeah, the way you describe it there is how your mind should be working. It is, you have to look around, and the more experience you get, the quicker you see these things. You say, oh, bishop takes f3, attacking the queen is a very forced move. And hey, then suddenly that bishop on g5 is unprotected, and he doesn't have an in-between move because after bishop takes f3, I'm attacking his queen, and you zip it out, and your opponent resigns.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, removing the defender. Yeah, it's all about pattern recognition. I've said it to you many times. You have to take, and suddenly that piece is unprotected. Okay. What about this one? Black to play.
I'm scared to say anything.
Guys, I'm on the call. Sorry.
Okay. Is there any checks? Yes, but the pawn takes with the queen. Is there any checks? Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Sorry, it's black to play. Did I say that?
No.
No,
Okay.
apologies. I got distracted there. Black to play. Sorry, apologies.
Uh, hold on. There's a check here. Bishop to e3.
And what does that do?
Right, so it means that if he interposes his rook, he loses the rook, which is
Yeah.
great. And it's protected on f8. So take, interpose, take for free. But if he moves across, then we take the rook.
Yeah.
And then we take the rook.
Another removing the defender, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Bishop e3 check.
Yeah. That's nice.
That's nice. And you saw it very quickly.
Yeah, good. I'm getting there.
You're getting warmed up. White to play.
Like, let's see. Any checks? Let's go back to basics. Is there any checks? No. But there's obviously there's a bit of dingle dangle with the queen here. So Checks, no. Any captures? Yes, take. It's just a swap. Checks, captures. An attack. I don't know where to start, Rick. So there's no checks. I don't think there's any captures. Or if there is, it's because of a tactic.
Did you look for any loose pieces?
Yeah, the knight on a5, and I thought, do I move the pawn to b4? But then I thought, take back, take, moves. The loose piece is the knight.
Yeah, and you're right. Attacking with the pawn won't give us much, but we can attack the loose piece.
Oh, let's go. Let's go bishop to c7, please.
Yes, bishop c7, and it's just a double attack on a higher value piece and an unprotected piece.
I'm so upset. I looked at the bishop d6 and I thought it's only winning a pawn. So
yeah.
I left it. But if I went a square further, I would have saw it.
Yeah. Then you would have seen it. It's based on the loose piece. If the knight was not on a5, then black just simply saves his rook or swaps the queen first or whatever.
I'm upset a bit good at that one. I could have actually got that.
Yeah. So probably because in your games your opponents has lots of loose pieces. So maybe checks, captures, attacks, loose pieces. Add one to your mantra.
I've got a few. Is it a safe move?
Yeah, you have loads.
Yeah.
And very soon you will all do all that automatically. You won't even think of checks, captures, attacks anymore. You do that automatically.
Yeah. Right.
Black to play. Black to play.
Well, come on, let's get something going now. Right. Okay, check. So I'm seeing knight to g4.
Yeah.
Does that achieve anything? So if I put it on the board myself there, what can he do? He moves to, hold on. He moves to g1. Conga there, conga there, conga there. And then I'm even looking if I can get the bishop on f8 into play. I'm thinking, could I get the bishop on c5, which I can't, but I just looked for it.
Oh, you have a mate in 2 here.
Okay, so let's go queen to e3.
Yeah. Only move.
And then queen to f2.
Yeah. Queen f2 or queen e1. They're both checkmates.
Yeah, I would have gone for the simplest route.
Yeah, queen f2 is fine. You only need one checkmate. Yeah. But before we start celebrating, knight g4 check, is that a safe square?
No, because the knight on e5 takes.
Yeah. So, and suddenly we just lost a piece. So it's not knight g4. I mean, I wanted to show you the line anyway because it's a nice checkmate, but that should actually give you a hint as well for the solution.
Shall we go knight e4?
Knight takes e4.
And then knight takes e4, but then is there something? What's the reputation?
It's again not a safe square, is it? You could just take it off.
Okay, fair enough. Right, let's start again. Do we go to queen d4? Check.
Yeah. Why not go a bit closer to the king with your check?
How? Oh yeah, e3.
Queen e3 check. And that gives only one square.
And then e1 queen.
Queen e1 checkmate.
Oh man.
So there was a mate in 2 in a position.
That's tough. feel like I'm good at juggling one ball. I'm struggling with two. You've said he's a bit of three. Have a glimpse of four, and it's like it's all gone downhill.
Well, not really. If we did mate in two 2 sessions ago, if I had this given this you as a mate in two, you would have solved it within 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Just the
it's
fact
getting.
that you did not know there was a mate in two, that made it more difficult.
Yeah.
But the mate in two once, but if again checks captures attacks, okay, you tried knight g4 first. You tried knight takes e4. Those are checks. But queen e3 check is also a check you have to look at, and then it's mate on the next move. So there's no big mysteries here.
You know when you play chess, Rick, do you like go through uh, plan A, B, C, and is it sometimes you go, you know what, I've actually got two E and it's worked. Do you know, like just because I shouldn't. One saying is I shouldn't feel disheartened that I tried a few routes and it didn't quite work. Do you, as chess players, do you go, do you have to go through a few plans first?
Yeah, it's hard to answer that. I would love to say that my thinking is very methodical, but it isn't. And I know from much stronger players than I am that it is not methodical for them either. It is just you're looking around. It's hard for that. What was really interesting is that in the Netherlands, in the when I still lived there, they had a radio program, and once a year, chess players came on, grandmasters, and they were playing a game against each other, and they were talking about what they were thinking while playing. That was really interesting. Um,
Wow.
but they definitely did not do checks, captures, attacks. Yeah, very often it is, yeah, looking around, recognizing a pattern. Sometimes very strong players don't even know why. I got very frustrated with one of my friends who said, yeah, you can play bishop e2 here or bishop d3, and I just bishop d3 just seems the right move, and bishop e2 just seems the wrong move. And I asked him, well, why? Why is bishop? Why do you think that? And they couldn't explain. It was just something that they felt, again, based on their intuition, based on their pattern recognition, based on their experience. But no, it's not always very structured. But I think at your level, it's important to be quite structured. And
I agree.
but
Yeah.
if we take this specific position, then yeah, queen e3 check is the first move you have to look at. It brings the queen even closer to white's king is in all sorts of trouble. You've penetrated with queen and knight, which is a very strong combination. So here you be an experienced player is really looking for checkmate here because queen e3 check, he only has one square to go to. That's the first thing you look at.
And then you just take it home from there.
And then well, if it doesn't work, then you look at other moves. With queen e3 check is the first move you look at. You driving the king, because it's so forward. It's easy to calculate because the white king only has one move. So it's easy to evaluate. And if it doesn't work, okay, then yes, I agree with you. I liked what you said. I also would love to have that bishop in the attack. I want to attack with all my pieces, but that's not so easy. And in this case, these two pieces are able to do it by themselves. That's rare. But yeah, it's something. It's the first thing you check in this
Yeah.
position.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well done.